the chaos of World War II, one sound struck fear and awe across the skies of Europe. A deep, thunderous roar that seemed almost alive, powerful enough to shake the very earth beneath a pilot's feet. The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt was not a sleek or elegant aircraft. It was a machine built for strength, endurance, and pure, unrelenting power. When its 2,000 horsepower Pratt & Whitney R2800 engine roared to life, even the Luftwaffe pilots took notice, often reporting with a mix of respect and dread that something immense and unstoppable had entered the skies. By 1944, Allied pilots trusted the P-47 with their lives. It could dive faster than any German fighter, climb higher, and take damage that would have grounded lesser aircraft. And when a captured P-47 fell into German hands, engineers eagerly gathered to uncover the secrets of this mechanical marvel, not knowing that what they would find would stun them and force a reluctant admission. Germany could not match it. Late 1943, over occupied France, German pilots were encountering these massive silver-winged fighters escorting American bombers deep into enemy territory. They reported to command that this was no ordinary aircraft, not a Spitfire, not a conventional threat. It was enormous, it dove like a stone, and it moved with a kind of mechanical relentlessness that defied conventional German design logic. This something else was the P-47 Thunderbolt, a fighter whose design philosophy revolved entirely around raw power. Its heart, the Pratt & Whitney R2800 double Wasp, generated over 2,000 horsepower, more than most German twin-engine bombers, and delivered it with a reliability that few engineers could believe. The Germans initially laughed at the thick armor plating, oversized landing gear, and hydraulic lines that looked more like plumbing than aircraft systems. They called it a tractor with wings, and scoffed at what they assumed was crude, inefficient engineering. But when they reached the engine, their laughter faded. Inside the bay sat the R2800 double Wasp, 18 cylinders arranged in 2 rows, fitted with a twin supercharger system, precise fuel delivery, oil cooling circuits, and an intercooler setup that Germany had never mass-produced. Most astonishing of all was the General Electric turbo-supercharger, connected under the cockpit, which allowed the engine to maintain full power at altitudes above 30,000 feet. Every alloy, every machined component, every heat-resistant turbine blade was something German industry could not replicate. Alloys like Inconel tolerated temperatures exceeding 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. Materials and manufacturing processes the Germans simply could not mass-produce in wartime conditions. The engine was not just a marvel of power. It was a testament to industrial superiority, a machine designed for the battlefield rather than the laboratory, as one German engineer admitted with a hint of awe. For years, German engineers had taken pride in the precision of their Messerschmitts and Focke-Wulfs, aircraft that were lightweight, aerodynamic, and meticulously engineered. Yet the P-47 disregarded elegance entirely. It was rugged, reliable, and deadly effective. The Thunderbolt could absorb damage that would have grounded any other fighter. It could lose a cylinder and continue flying, sustain heavy flak damage and still bring its pilot home. The German engines, while technically efficient, could not match the Thunderbolt's performance due to limitations in fuel, materials, and wartime production. American high-octane aviation fuel allowed these engines to reach performance levels Germany simply could not achieve. Even if they copied the design perfectly, they lacked the industrial capacity to produce it in quantity, and the American war machine, powered by factories and raw materials far beyond German reach, was unstoppable. In the skies, the P-47 Thunderbolt became a legend. It escorted bombers deep into enemy territory, strafed trains, tanks, and convoys with devastating accuracy, and its .850 caliber machine guns tore through anything in its path. Pilots trusted it implicitly, knowing the thick armor that German engineers mocked would save their lives. Even when the P-51 Mustang entered service, the Thunderbolt remained indispensable. Its engine's heart powered other iconic aircraft, including the F-6F Hellcat and the F-4U Corsair, leaving a legacy of American engineering unmatched in the world. The captured P-47 sat dismantled in a German hangar, silent but imposing, a monument to industrial power that the Axis could never duplicate. After the war, Surviving German engineers reflected on their experience with a mixture of awe and humility. They realized that America's true advantage was not merely innovation, but scale. Factories across Connecticut, Michigan, and California were producing engines faster than Germany could even design them. Each Thunderbolt represented more than horsepower. It embodied hope and the power of ingenuity. Restored P-47s still fly today, and when that radial engine fires up, it is a mechanical heartbeat echoing through history. The German engineers had understood then, as we can understand now, that the roar of the P-47 carries a message that transcends metal and oil, power forged by freedom, and the scale to sustain it. The Thunderbolt may not have been the prettiest fighter in World War II, but in war, beauty mattered little. Strength, reliability, and courage were paramount. The German engineers who examined that captured P-47 realized that even with their knowledge, their factories, and their skill, they could not replicate the combination of design, power, and industrial might that the Americans had achieved. That is the legacy of the P-47 Thunderbolt, a 2,000 horsepower heart that changed the skies of Europe, saved countless lives, and remains a symbol of unmatched engineering and production excellence.